Okay, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. My cats are crazy right now. Yes, sun, moon, rising, or even if you don't have air signs in any major placements in your chart, this could still be for you. This could still resonate. Maybe the title brought you here or something else, your intuition. And it's my intention that there is something here for everyone. And it's also timeless. So whenever you get here is when you're supposed to be here. So, all right. So I'm doing my usual thing. I am reading the first three cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. I've already chosen them in the interest of time, and then I'm going to clarify with some other decks. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. So to begin, I chose imagination. I mean, yeah, use your imagination. Imagine the things you want. Thing is, we got poised here in the protection position. So you are in a place right now where you're just not able to move forward. You have some things you need to figure out. You have some things you need to learn. And if you try to, you try the fake it till you make it thing, it's not going to work for you so well. So it's really important to just step back, take the time to think about, to visualize what you want to create in the next phase. Really using all the tools that are available to you, because there's some kind of epiphany waiting to happen, and it's all tied up in spending the time daydreaming, imagining, meditating, getting clear on what you want, what's important to you. There's this sense of coming out of something. Some cycle has ended or is ending, and needing to assess and figure out, like, what happened? What was your part in it? What would you do differently next time? Getting clear on where you want to go, allowing that experience to sort of be your compass, to point you towards your true north. If that was something you didn't want, what do you want? And we also have the happy card in the protection position. And so it's all about, yes, using your imagination, your ability to fantasize, creating that vision board, but then also getting yourself in a place of feeling good and lightening up. You got to lighten up. You got to let yourself get silly and laugh. Bring up that vibration, because these two things work in tandem when we're talking about manifesting. And whatever you want to manifest in this next phase comes from the thinking about it and the feeling about it, and knowing that as you feel good in those moments when you're feeling good and happy and lighter, that actually changes your vibration. It brings it up, and that is your the secret ingredient in bringing in what you actually want. You got to feel it and feel good about it. So, yeah, looking good so far. Let's see what the good tarot has to say about this. Two of Water. This is about harmonious partnerships. Could speak to a romantic partnership, but it doesn't have to. I think it usually does. It's usually pretty common, but it could be someone who you just get along really well with. You two are like, two peas in a pod. You enjoy spending time with one another. I'll clarify some more. This could be something that you're leaving behind, or it could be something that you're moving towards, or figuring out. Like, let's say something didn't work in the past for you. Figuring out what what didn't work, so that you can figure out what you would like to bring in the future. Somebody with different qualities that maybe are more supportive. Let's see, what else? Six of air. Yeah, you're in some kind of turbulence. You've been dealing with something pretty intense, a big storm. But this card is saying that you're starting to come out of that you are headed for clear skies, and whatever the opposite of turbulence is, not turbulence. So I don't know. Let me grab another card here, because I'm almost feeling like there was a harmonious partnership, and then something happened, and now you're coming out of that. You're maybe still dealing with the fallout from something. Yeah. Page of water. These two cards kind of go hand in hand, because this is a similar energy. It's about getting into the playfulness, being silly, enjoying the moment, finding the humor in things, finding ways to laugh and play. Stick a fish on your head if you feel like it. Then they both have, I don't know, they both have a similar way that they're moving, or yeah, again, there's this kind of childlike fun to it. I mean, it could also be that, maybe for someone, they've been going through some kind of turbulence, dealing with something, and there's somebody who's coming along who's kind of helping, meeting someone who can show up for you, who is able to help you move into this energy of a lighter, more playful laughter and fun. Okay, so then I'm going to move to the Osho Zen Tarot. I'll do a little more clarification on this, and we are doing good on time so far. But you never know. Sometimes the message comes through, and then it takes a while for me to get it out. Then suddenly I'm like, oh, time's up. My goodness, this keeps coming up. I think I chose this 2 or 3 times yesterday for different readings that I did. This is all about kind of hoping or wishing that someone would come along. Maddie Dunn. I am not doing personal readings today. These are readings, or this reading is for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But maybe some other time I will come on and do this. And by the way, I don't do pregnancy readings. Yeah, no medical, no pregnancy, no legal. I save those for the doctors. So, but thank you for being here. Yeah. So anyway, this is kind of like wishing that, your Gemini moon. So this could definitely apply to you. Absolutely. Um, wishing that your, knight in shining armor is going to come along and swoop you up and you ride off happily into the sunset. And life doesn't typically work that way. Um, this is saying that you need to though it's fun to fantasize about and using your imagination is really important, it's also important to remember that um, you are ultimately in control of your life. And to know that you are actually the one that you are hoping for, because you're the only one that can actually save you, that can actually like move you in the direction that you actually want to go. There is no magical person that's going to come along and, fairy tales. It's, they're we grew up with them. I think there's a very pervasive attitude in a lot of cultures that this happily ever after idea, but it's it's based in not reality. It's incorrect. Ultimately, if you want to think about it, one way you can think about it is that we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. And so it's about tapping in to the masculine versus the feminine. And wherever you're out of balance, letting the other one, building up the other one so that you can meet yourself on a more balanced way. Let the masculine in you be the knight in shining armor for yourself. Okay. Oh, we got 2 6s now. 3 6s technically. 3 2s. 2s and 6s so far. What do we got? Moment to moment. Yeah. Allowing yourself to get present with where you're at right now. Being aware of everything that has brought you to the here and now, and knowing that your power lies in this moment. And it's interesting, like I think about the imagine card, where when we're imagining something, we're kind of technically putting ourselves not in the moment. We're putting ourselves in the future. But or I guess in the past too. But then you're not allowing things to work for you. And the point is to use your special power of imagination and feeling good to make the things that you want. And so or to manifest the things that you want. And so I think the point really comes down to, again, getting clear within yourself when you're present to wherever you're at and whatever's in front of you. Then that's where you find the clarity. That's where you can really tap in to that deeper, more authentic part of yourself, to your intuition, which is your direct line to the universe, which is, what provides the things that we want. It's an energy exchange. So, and I guess I feel like these two kind of work together as well, because they both have a similar pose, you know, balancing on the one foot, kind of being in the moment, enjoying the journey. Each step leads you to something new. It's an adventure, being curious about the adventure, about what you uncover as you dive deep. Morality. This card is so interesting to me. In this reading, this is speaking to me about not letting yourself get too caught up in how you think things should be, about being too serious. This figure is quite serious, and this is the energy that you want to embody, that you want to dive into, and really, yeah, I think embodies the best word. Um, this is a very closed off energy. It's like, gotta follow the rules, gotta do things, just so all the time, and it's a constrictive energy. And the point here is to open up, to, yeah, again, to be playful, to laugh, to have fun, to be curious. Especially coming out of a situation that's heavy, something where you're trying to figure stuff out. It can be really easy to get into that mentality of like there's almost this there's this strong feeling of judgment from this card. And it's like judging yourself, judging others, like not allowing things to be the way they are, thinking that things should be different than they are, and learning to understand that things happen for a reason. They're supposed to happen the way they do, the way things line up. The lessons we learn from the situations that we have been in really bring us, what am I trying to say? It's all happening for our highest good. It's all happening because there's a lesson to be learned, and understanding that everyone's on a different path. Everyone has different things they bring to the table, different understandings, different ideas, and not getting caught in that place of shoulding shoulding on yourself or on others, that you should have been different or they should have been different. Things happen the way they happen, and it's what is, so anyway, let's see, let's do the numerology deck. I have some time. I had to skip this one for one of the elements because there was a message I had to get out that took a little while. So numerology. Oh, there's another 2 and another 6. What? Okay. 26 and 20. And then we have, I just have to show you. And then we have the 2 and the 6. Holy crap, you guys. And then we have the 2 and the 6. Okay. Something's going on here. And then 48 is 12. There's a 2 in there. So that could mean something to you. I mean, 2s I know are like about finding balance. Can be about partnership. 6, I'm not totally clear on. The Aries is here. Welcome. So glad you could make it. Sorry that you missed it. You came on at the very end last time. This is funny, happy ending, just because I said, the happily ever after, isn't really realistic. But I think that this is kind of speaking to that you are in charge of your happy ending. That your happy ending is all about you being in the present moment, getting to that happy, silly place where you know how to f- find the humor in a situation. You know how to lighten up a little bit. 93. No sixes or twos here. But yeah, um, knowing that this process, whatever you're going through, whatever tumultuous turmoil you've been dealing with, it's going to come to an end. You're going to find your place of you're going to find your happy place again. There will be a happy ending to this. Health. This is interesting. This one keeps coming up. I've chosen this one, I feel like, several times now. Yeah, it's really important to focus on your health in all its different forms. And there's our physical health, you know, drinking more water, eating the fresh food, getting yourself outside, breathing good air, moving your body. But then there's also, there's the mental health, there's the emotional health, there's, the connections. The Aries says we can laugh or cry when things get bad for us. I've done enough crying in this lifetime. I'm all about having a good time these days. That's right. That's right. And yeah, this, like sometimes you got to cry. I have a lot of water in my chart, and that's kind of my like default setting. When it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and then I just have to go with it. But there's a point when it's time to not dwell on things, to not what's the word? I cannot think of the word, but to like there comes a point when you have to say, okay, I have done a lot of crying. Like the Aries says, I have shed those tears, and it is time to, you know, dry your eyes, blow your nose, and and move on. Move to the things that make you feel good. And that is a part of the health too, getting into this place, because I have confirmed for myself that when I am in a difficult emotional state, it affects my health physically. And when you can take the steps, do your best in any given moment to try and just bring it up a notch, just a notch. You're getting yourself in the habit of getting into a good place. And you can't always sustain it. I mean, being human, living this life, we're all going to have moments where we feel down. But it's understanding that this too shall pass, and you will come out of it. And yeah, really focusing on yourself, I feel like, is a big theme here. Big theme. Doing what feels right for you, not shoulding on yourself. And having perseverance. Yeah. Perseverance to get through the storm. To remember that, again, like taking those consistent steps. It doesn't have to be a lot, as long as it's consistent. That is what's going to bring you to the next thing. being consistent in, again, yeah, each step. Closing your eyes and trusting and trying to enjoy the journey as much as possible. And again, remembering that this too shall pass. And there's something in here. You're going to get some kind of gift from this, some kind of lesson that's going to it's going to be the big epiphany that sends you, on the next path, the next phase of your life. Okay. Oop, yep, here we are. 25, but I still have a little time. So I'm going to do my little cherry on the top with the Oracle of E. And I'm just going to shuffle here a couple times. Heartbeat. I feel like this is speaking to, getting present to your heartbeat, that it's beating now, feeling that now, being in the moment now, understanding that your heart is what is so crucial in helping to keep you alive. Being grateful, having gratitude for all the things that have brought you here. Let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna look at the book. Your heart is as wide open as a dance club on a Saturday night. Remember that old expression your parents used, I love you to the moon and back? That's how you feel about everyone. Enjoy this blissful state of love, sweet love. More is coming too. Yeah. I feel like this is what you get into. This is what you can access when you get into this place of laughter and fun and play. Get into that place of loving yourself, which allows you then to love others. It's just it's a natural progression. And as RuPaul would say, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Okay. Talking smack. 2 and 6 again. My goodness, you with the 2s and the 6s. Talking smack. I am not sure, so I'm just going to go straight to the book. That small thinking you've been doing, get over it. There is no reason to compare yourself to others because there is no other like you. The only person capable of putting you down is you. So all that remains are 3 little questions. Why? Yeah. Learning to have your own back. And that's a really interesting idea or thing that it brings up when it says you're the only person that can put you down. It's like whenever we are triggered by somebody else saying something to us, it's only because we already have that wound, that button that can be pushed. And when we heal that, then it doesn't matter what other people say. And so, allow, if there's something going on, something again like tumultuous or turbulent that is causing you to feel down about yourself, it's an opportunity to do some self-reflection. The Aries says, so true. We often give our power away when we allow the words of others to affect us. Absolutely. Oh yeah. That's that's a story of my life. It's been quite a journey to come around to get to that point of feeling healed enough that others' opinions and judgments don't hurt quite so badly. I'm human. I'm still working on it, as many of us are, but it's a good place to start from. And again, to do that self-reflection to figure out, where do you need to show up for yourself that maybe you haven't been? Where do you need to be your own knight in shining armor? And finally, we have free fallen. Yeah. I feel like this just speaks to surrender. Surrender to whatever's going on, allowing. Getting to that space of allowing rather than trying to control everything and hold everything together. 50. It doesn't get much better than this. Deep, radical trust that appearances mean nothing and that you and only you are the captain of your ship. Yep. What you say goes. You are in unrestrained motion, and unseen forces are awaiting your command. Yeah. You're the one with the power. You are the captain of your ship. You are the center of your universe. So know that you have everything within you to move in the direction that you want to go. And again, if something's not working for you, then figure out what it is that's not working. It's good to get clear. Spend that time, reflection, introspection, meditation, all the shuns. And then use that as an indicator of where you want to go. What's the opposite? And so let that be a compass to point you towards your true north. What you do actually want to feel, what you do actually want to experience. And write it down. Make a list. It's very powerful. It helps. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I have just had so much fun. I love doing this. And I appreciate you for showing up. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.